Hello, I'm Captain Mike Monreal, Commanding Officer of NAVFAC Southeast. Fiscal years 19 and 20 are bringing big changes to the way NAVFAC Southeast will conduct business. You've likely heard talk about a single BSO and that the Navy Working Capital Fund is going away. You may have even heard of a new system called SABRS. I would like to take a few minutes to clarify and address how these changes will affect you and the command. In the grand scheme, the Navy is moving towards being an auditable agency. Part of this effort is to consolidate functions, reduce the amount of intra-agency transactions, and to standardize business processes. If you aren't in the financial management community, you may be asking the questions, how does this impact me? In some ways it will, in other ways you may not even notice. What I would like to stress is that all NAVFAC Southeast employees will continue to have a job. There are no current plans for a reduction in force related to the Navy Working Capital Fund to General Fund transition, the SABRS migration, or the Single BSO transition. You may not realize it, but some of the changes have already occurred. For example, at the start of fiscal year 19, NAVFAC general funds were consolidated under CNIC as a single budget submitting office, or BSO. In simple terms, this means that NAVFAC's budget requests and submissions will go through CNIC before being sent to the Pentagon. Likewise, when allocations of funding are made from the Pentagon, the funds will flow through CNIC to NAVFAC. This change was intended to cut down on the number of reimbursable financial documents between CNIC and NAVFAC and to improve financial auditability. It is important to note that NAVFAC and CNIC are not merging. NAVFAC will continue to exist as a command, separate and distinct from CNIC. Fiscal year 20 will see the disestablishment of the Navy Working Capital Fund in NAVFAC. Business operations that are currently funded by the Navy Working Capital Fund will continue. However, after this fiscal year, they will be part of the General Fund. Fiscal year 20 will also see NAVFAC transitioning into a new financial management suite of applications, collectively known as SABRS. Unlike our current systems, SABRS is auditable. Some of the financial language we currently use will require us to learn a few more acronyms. For instance, we will no longer have job order numbers or JOHNs. Instead, we will charge our time to financial information pointers, or FIPS. Further information will be provided as details become available on the NAVFAC portal, all hands messages, and training sessions. Thank you, NAVFAC Southeast, for your service to our great nation in support of the warfighter. Until next month, stay safe and remember infrastructure readiness and support to the fleet.